Alright guys, we're going to turn off the dirt road up to Mount Antero. It's a 4x4 high clearance road, so let's see what we can do. Ah, shit. Pretty bumpy so far. There's a surprising amount of traffic on this road. I think I've passed 4 cars. It's fine, but I guess it's because it's Saturday, honestly. I guess that's what it is. I usually don't hike on Saturday. Alright guys, we are at Antero. It is the night before the climb, more like the hike. So I just want to go ahead and do it right now as opposed to 5 o'clock in the morning. But here is Antero for reference. So I drove up 3 miles to Baldwin Gulch. This is as good a place to stop as any. You could probably continue on up higher and essentially take it all the way to the summit if you wanted to. But, you know, I wanted to camp, came to walk, so that's what I'm going to do. About 4.8 miles from Baldwin Gulch to the summit and back, so about 10 miles round trip tomorrow. Most of it's going to be on the road, which is unfortunate. The biggest thing to note is up here, once you get way above tree line, is that there's 3 distinct split offs, and you want to keep left. So when you get to this split, stay left. When you get to this split, stay left, or well, straight. And then when you get to this split, also stay left, and then take the summit. When you come back down, just reverse it, stay right, stay right, stay right, get back to the gulch. So, looking forward to it. It should be pretty. All right guys, it's 5:45 in the morning. Just leaving Baldwin Gulch. We're gonna be walking the road this morning. I feel like that's what most of this video is gonna be about, is just walking the road. If you needed another reason to stop at Baldwin Gulch, check out this oil. I've been following this oil line for several hundred yards. No trekking poles this morning. I hate trekking poles on roads without the chunk rock. I think they're miserable, so left those back at camp. I'm thinking I'll be up there maybe, hopefully 3.5 hours. That's my goal. This is a nice little flower in the way. I didn't notice that. Let me get out of the way of the flower. Instead of move the camera, maybe I can just be next to the flower. How's that? Is that okay? There we go. This is a backup 4th liter that I like to carry for me. Carry for myself. I've been walking for an hour, and I'll carry this plastic bottle, this liter, empty, and I can usually find a little stream like this one somewhere up high, and I'll fill it up just in case I need it, but I don't have to carry it as far. So always good to check your map. I thought the stream might be here, so I got lucky. Nice little plan. Good tactic. Get my buff on. There we go. Nice, much better. Ah, much better, much better. There we go. Perfect. So we are above tree line or at tree line, kind of depending on your definition. Been walking for an hour from Baldwin Gulch. There are a few campsites between here and Baldwin Gulch. Having said that though, those campsites, all of them, just from my casual observance, they seem to be dry. So if you're gonna camp there, you'd have to pack in your own water. Again, in my world, just giving testament that staying at Baldwin Gulch is probably your best option. And then walking up. The walk, it's just a road, and it's actually kind of peaceful. There's nobody out here. There's one Tacoma that's past me. It's a Sunday morning. Past that, it's been very, very peaceful out here. I imagine by noon when I'm coming down, there's gonna be tons of traffic on this road. Quads, ATVs, Jeeps, 4Runners, Tacomas, Subarus, everybody's gonna be out and about wanting to drive up and down this road. But for now, it's very peaceful, and we will just continue with the switchbacks and get ourselves on up a little bit higher. Hopefully that sun hits me here in a little bit. I'm getting kind of chilled. Here's a good look at the gulch that we're walking in. Very pretty gulch. All the switchbacks, of course. And we're just gonna do that on up for a little while. Here's a good shot of Antero right there. 719, road continues. All right guys, I don't know if you can see it or not, but down there where the rock is a little discolored, it's actually a place for people to come up and mine. There's a guy down there right now looking for, what do you say, aqua maybe? But the trail just follows the ridge line. That's all it does. I'm back down the mining area. And I don't know what area or what elevation we're at, but you can just drive up pretty much 500 feet below the summit. It's a 4Runner. But in my opinion, if you don't start below a tree line, you didn't really do a 14er, did you? You know, as far as Antero goes, I actually really enjoyed it. I didn't think I would because of the road walking. But overall, I really didn't mind it. Coming up from Baldwin, it's not a bad walk. It's quite a bit smoother than the first section between, what is it, Baldwin and thought I heard somebody. It's quite a bit smoother between the four-wheel drive trailhead and the summit than it is the four-wheel drive trailhead and the two-wheel drive trailhead. So I didn't mind it. It's nice. It's not very crowded. Having said that though, I'm sure by this afternoon walking down here I'll be dodging quads and Jeeps and 4Runners and the like, trying to get out of here. But overall it's a good hike. You can drive up really high in elevation, probably about 500 feet below the summit. if you just want to. But to me, that takes away from a little bit from the accomplishment. It takes away from the accomplishment a little bit. So if you're gonna do this and you got a 4-wheel drive vehicle, high clearance 4-wheel drive vehicle, yeah, I'd probably recommend to anybody, just stop down at the bottom of Baldwin Gulch. There's a good creek down there. You get plenty of water, you can camp, and then you can still get about a 10-mile round trip hike in for the day. So, which is kind of the point of being out here, right? Like, we can drive to the top of Pikes Peak, but if we drive to the top of Pikes Peak, it doesn't count as hiking Pikes Peak. So, but hey, hike your own hike, right? So from this point, it is, what's today, 20th? Today's the 20th. And I've done 4 mountains in the last 3 days. My dad flies into Denver tomorrow. So I have to go pick him up at the airport sometime around 2 o'clock. So I think what I'm gonna do is, instead of staying in the backcountry tonight, I think what I'm probably gonna do is drive into the Front Range, get out of the mountains, probably either go to Pueblo or Colorado Springs, get a hotel for the night, kind of clean up, reorganize myself. We have a very exciting next few days planned out, which I'm pretty pumped about. We're gonna go back to Rocky Mountain National Park. We're gonna camp for a few nights, let Dad acclimate a little bit, and then we're gonna do an attempt of Longs Peak. I did Longs Peak last year and was able to get to the top about 12 years ago. I think it was 12 years ago. Was it longer? What, 12, 10, 15, no, 14. It was a long time ago. We tried doing Longs Peak and we couldn't make it. And so Dad's excited to get it back out here and give Longs another whirl. And after that, I don't know if I'm doing any more 14ers. We may go to Roosevelt National Park, or excuse me, Roosevelt National Forest, do some backpacking there for a few nights after we do Longs, and then drive back home to Tennessee. But there's a chance we could do some more 14ers. I don't really know. I'm open for anything. I've done enough 14ers at this point to be satisfied for this summer. But if we did a few more, I wouldn't complain either. So we will see, but I think I'm gonna go back down to camp right now. I'm gonna go back down to my camp at Baldwin Springs, or excuse me, Baldwin Gulch. Probably take a bath, do laundry, clean up a little bit, knock 4 days worth of BO off me, and then go grab a hotel tonight. So we will see where the rest of this trip takes us. Pretty excited. I'm just enjoying this very nice, pleasant, gradual, downhill, not very rocky walk out of here. I wish my Jeep could make it across country, because I would absolutely bring my Jeep here and just have a blast.